Hello everyone, it is good to be back. So here we are, I'm on Moat, I've drawn an MPEG, surprise surprise. Last time I fished this was years ago and I think I had about 20 or 30 pound. Not a great experience. But years later I've learnt a lot more skills, got a bit better with the rod. Let's see how we get on. So because I've got an overhanging tree, my first instinct is throw to the left of it. I could throw to the right but it looked very snaggy to the right. So I'm throwing to the left of it. Just see what kind of fish are there, what kind of fish are living there. Now because there's big fish in here, there's lots that are 14 pound plus, I've had to gear up. And I've gone on a proper carp feeder rod as well. So I know I'm going to be battling, there's going to be lots of snags and a lot of the pegs are underwater. We've had a lot of rain recently. Now I don't know where those pegs are really, but these fish do. So I know I've got to hook into them and pull them round as quick as I can. Let's see how far we get. So that is a great start. It's not an absolute mammoth of a fish that I was kind of expecting, but it's still a good sized fish. And the little ones are the ones that cause you the most grief. If there's a fish that's going to snag you up, it's always them. So great start. Continue with this until it dries up. On them. Perfect take. I am doing 5-minute chucks, so I do have a timer on and I will not leave it any longer than 5 minutes. Often you find that your bites come within the first 2.5 minutes, so there's no point leaving it much longer than that. If I keep doing regular chucks, I'm going to start building a bit of bait up and that will hopefully get you some more fishing as well. So always be active when you're doing feeder fishing, especially with carp. Now while I am waiting for this rod to go around, I am catapulting 4mm pellets on the 13-metre line, because I'm hoping to catch some fish shallow, especially with the wind blowing into this area. I'm hoping there will be some fish up in the water, and if not, if they're on the deck, I can go on the deck at 13 metres, that's not a problem. But you can't rely on just one plan of action, you need to have multiple plans. And the rod allows me to bait up any line I wish to while I'm waiting for it to go around, so it is a really good tool in match fishing. It keeps you fishing all the time and allows you to be busy.
Kingfish.
Again, a decent sized fish, but not one of the big eating fish that I really need. There's a lot of huge fish in here, and how I see it, I'm going to need 2 or 3 of them to catch up with another angler's 1. So I'm really hoping something bigger comes along. Now with this approach, I am literally only feeding the bait that is in that hybrid feeder. A lot of anglers will ping in 8 mils over it, you know, to attract more to it. But I just want to see what is there. I'm not trying to draw a load of fish into that area. I'm just trying to pick out what is there and get a nice, quick, easy bite. Like I said, I'm only doing 5-minute chucks. Now this fish was a real pain. It was trying to get to every snag you can imagine. There's a platform to my right where the rod is bending to now. It's trying its hardest to get underneath it and wrap me up. A real battling fish. Up a good feint, Bob. I'll get it up. I'll put up a good feint. For a little fish, I'll put up a good scrap. If you're enjoying the video so far, please hit that like button. It really does make a big difference to my videos. And also, if you've not subscribed yet, why not? It's completely free and I don't want you to miss any of my future videos. Thank you. I always have the rod tip a little bent, so that straight tip means I've had a little back bite and I'm waiting to see if it jabs a bit. If it does, I know it's a skimmer. If it rips round, I know it's a carp. And as you can see, the little jab's 100% a skimmer bite. So I'm going to get that in and try a different line, because if there's skimmers there, there's probably not carp there. Carp usually bully them out. So I'm going to try a different line, rest that for a little bit, and see if I can catch something else. Thank you, little skim bob. Make him come all up and back. So I did try slapping for 10 minutes, did not get a sign, so I know I need to go on the deck. So 13 metres, 8mm hard pellet. There's a lot of bait down there, been feeding it well over an hour. I want to see what's there, whether it's skimmers or carp, I need to know. Not what I want, but there's a bite. So the skimmer's not the worst start, but you know, it could be a one-off, there could be some carp there, so straight back in. I am on a spread out shot, so because I've been baiting it a lot throughout that hour, there's a chance you could get a carp on the drop. So I've not gone for a rig that just goes straight to the deck. I've got one that goes through the water. So I've managed to hit a really good fish here, so this is a great sign. A great bonus fish. Obviously I've come off the rod line, seen what's on this pole line. This is what you're after. He behaved relatively well. And that is easily the best carp I've had so far. Now, I did try going out on the pole again. I had another skimmer, so to me, it was time to move on from that line again. I will continue to feed it, because it's worth going back to it, just in case some carp do rock up. Like I said, you need more than one plan. But because I've rested this area while I was fishing on the pole, I've gone back out here to see if there's anything else back there again. Looks like that bit of rest did it some good. That was a really positive pull round. It nearly ripped the rod in. Exactly what I want. Get 3 pound on his best, yeah. So I've managed to get really close to the end of that tree now, so I'm expecting a pretty quick bite. Yeah, there we go. Right in that. That bite went round in less than 40 seconds. I couldn't believe how quick it went round. It just shows you that if you do place a bait in the right place, you don't have to be waiting a long time for a bite, even for carp. I have the back wind set, my finger slipped when that fish pulled towards my nets. It's whacked the reel round and hit me right on the end of my front 2 fingers. It really hurt. I'm trying my hardest not to scream out aloud. I thought the fish had brought 2 of my fingers. I was not very happy with this fish. I feel like he brought both of my fingers then. Beautiful. My God, oh wow. Wow. It's towards the last 2.5 hours of the match. I had been baiting the left margin and the right margin. The left margin's got an overhanging tree. It looked very fishy. Did not get a bite in it in 3 looks. Gone down this right margin. Well, you've just seen how quickly that bait went in and how quickly I got that bite. Boom, straight on it. Now where I'm fishing, there's a pallet or a stage just under the water. Like I said, we've had a lot of flood water. Now I'm fishing in front of that. Now usually pegs and stuff like that, fish sit underneath them because it's a place to hide. And also where the keep nets are thrown out, they're usually quite clean, there's no snags there, because when people pull in the keep nets it cleans the floor of it. So it's always a good place to fish in front of a platform, because it's usually a really clean flat bottom, and that's why I picked that area. So I've not baited loads of bait in there, I've only fed what's in the cad cup. I've put in 4 mils and a sprinkling of micros just to give them something to grub in. That's what I learned from the last video I did at Lodge Farm when Neil gave me that tip. I thought I'd use it in this match as well. And straight away, on the swim stim paste, much better quality fish. This is what I'm looking for.
Sounds a bit better. We're after. This is what we're after, pal. Oh, it's doing aim before. These hooks are rubbish.
So you've just heard me say there, these hooks are rubbish. They're extra strong hooks, and that is the second one I've had straightened here. Now I know that they're big fish, but that fish was hooked in the mouth. Don't know why it's straightened out. Luckily I got it out. However, I've swapped the hook, same hook, I've just put a different hook length on, and I'm just going to bear with them until I've used them all. Now I've not waited a particularly long time for that bite either. I mean, paste, it depends on how stiff you do it, will generally stay on your hook 5 to 8 minutes. And there wasn't a point where I didn't get a bite in that time. So I'm not waiting particularly a long time. I am expecting fish to be there because I am on an M peg. So I don't need to put a load in, I'm not trying to pull fish away from different anglers. So I've only fed what will fit in this cad cup. Now the other benefit to that is because you're not putting too much down, you're not creating, carnage. You're not having loads of fish wafting bait all over. And when I'm playing this fish, the bait that is still there should get polished off by the other carp that are there. So it resets again when I go back in. And this ensures that you don't get fish going ballistic. You're going to get more fish in the mouth and you're going to get more fish in the net.
A better fish. Nicely in mouth. Hook is surviving.
So you've just heard me say there, nicely in the mouth, and the hook is surviving. So I'm having to check my hook each time to make sure it can handle the pressure that these fish are putting on it. I am using a MAP 20 elastic, so that is going to impact the hook as well. However, it is an extra strong carp hook, so to me this should be a match made in heaven. Now this elastic is in a short kit. It won't stretch and stretch and stretch, which is important because when you've got trees and pallets underwater and everything else, and these fish are huge, you've got to have some control over them to redirect them away from all these snags. Otherwise you're just going to lose every fish that you hook. So even on 20 elastic, these fish really did battle. I have been fishing at Bridge and Croft in some of the Monday matches here, and you do not need many fish for a big weight. They are absolutely huge in here. Moat, like I say, is one I've not fished for years. I've been told how big they are, but I couldn't really remember how big they were, so that's why I'm on the big stuff. I need to make sure whatever hook I do get out, and this is a lovely big fish.
Thank you. Cheers, mucker.
I was getting distracted with the buggy going by and nearly missed the bite. What a rookie mistake that would have been. But anyway, fish on. Things are going really well. To plan. I know Shep, who's my friend who's been going here with me, he is in front of me right now. He calls you quite a lot. He never stops. He probably should work in a call centre like me, to be honest. Is in front. I'm trying my hardest to catch him up, and I know this is the only way I'm going to do it. We have a nugget on. Nobody wants to lose a nugget, but I still have to be careful with these fish. The big fish, don't want to lose them. No point hooking them and losing them. So you've got strong gear on, which will naturally put more power on them anyway, but I still don't want to pull on them way harder than I need to, forcing fish out.
Look, this little guy is fighting. Oh, he has some cred. It's time to wind it up now.
So for a little fish, he put up a great fight. You know, this is why I love fishing. Don't matter how big or small a fish is, they do have this inner spirit where some will just go absolutely mental and some will just simply swim into your net as easy as possible. And this is why I just enjoy fishing so much. You just never know what to expect. So that is another tiddler, really, for the standard of this pond. I don't know how I'm finding all these tiny fish. but it is what it is. I can only work with what's there. I've just got to try and get out as many as possible. Really, at this point in the match, I'm thinking I'm probably getting left behind by the anglers on the lake because they know it a lot better than me, and they're probably catching much bigger fish. So I'm just pretty much just trying to beat Shep now for that nugget. There's nothing else in my mind that is going through it. I just need to beat Shep. So that was a really nice skimmer, foul looked, so I was quite confident there would be another carp there because that fish obviously wasn't feeding, probably trying to get out of the way. So I'm back in. I was never going to leave this margin now. Once I'm getting fish in a margin, that is where I'm staying. I'm not going on any other line. Margin fish, 9 out of 10 times, are always going to be the biggest fish you are going to catch in that mark. So that is a really nice margin carp to finish on. Exactly what I've been needing the whole match, those size fish. Let's see how we got on.
But tiny fish today, I didn't know there were tiny fish in here. You know what I mean? There's only a few in it. Yeah. There you go. Warm.
So I've ended up with £84 and 4 ounces. Let's take a look at the other weights. So Shep has had £86 and 1 ounce. So he's done me for the nugget, but he's not won his section or anything. S. Robbins has won the match with £113. Well done, pal. And this is the section I'm in. And there we are. I'm coming up to the bottom now. Keep going. There I am. And I've won the section. So Shep won the nugget, but I won the section. So I'm taking all the glory today. He can have that nugget. I want to say a massive thank you to my Belgian fans. It's very rare for the Netherlands to be beaten, so well done Belgium, keep going. If you would like to use any of the floats that you see in any of my videos, go onto Facebook, like this page, I'll approve it. We post daily. Floats are usually £1.35 each. Go and grab yourself a bargain. And that is it for the video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm going to try and get some more videos here at Hallcroft. I really do like it here. It's just difficult because you don't always get a particularly lot of fish, so the videos aren't going to be very big. And I like to make bigger videos. But I will try. I'll keep going and try and get some more for you. But until next time, tight lines and sithy.
Up the T-Nooks.